Yes.
Been a long time. Shouldn't have left you without a dope beat.
It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is.
But you love me for my twang.
That's right, it is Twangin' Tuesday. And on this day I like to feature country music, past, present, or future on the channel. Now I'm not going to give a lot of exposition on this one because I don't know a lot about this one. This is Mattea, and the song is called 18 Wheels and a Dozen Roses. Now I can't right off the hand think that I know this song. It's 1988. I wasn't listening to country in 1988, or not actively listening to country in 1988, so I don't know if I've heard this song. I've got something in my head that might be this particular song, but I don't know. I've heard a lot of music in my life, so I don't know. But this song came out in 1988. And I would have been out of high school in 1988. And it says that the song is about a truck driver named Charlie who is retiring after 30 years to spend more time with his wife. Aww. And it says the song mentions Charlie receiving a gold watch, a common retirement gift. And it says the song's chorus counts down from the number 18, the number of wheels, to 12, the roses, until Charlie eventually reaches the one that he loves. Again, I'm not quite sure if I've heard this song or not. Of course, if I've heard this song, I'll let you guys know. You'll see by my facial expressions, and I will talk about it afterwards. So, but let's take a look at what this song did do on the charts. And but Lambo, it went to number 1 on the US Hot Country Songs and number 1 on the Canada Country Tracks. So with this song being a number 1 song, there's a possibility in that 1988, there is a possibility that I've heard this song before. But if you like videos like this and others on the channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm trying to do at least 10 videos each and every week, but the key word in that is trying. So, without any further ado, here is Captain Mattea and 18 Wheels and a Dozen Roses.
Okay, let's ride.
John, it's too bad you can endure time.
Yeah? Pardon me, Kathy, may I have your autograph?
Oh, sure. What's your name?
I'm Charlie, but I want this for my wife, Nina.
Okay.
Been on the road over 30 years, hanging it up, going home.
You are. Well, great. Nice to meet you. I'm glad I met you before you quit.
Well, thank you. Good luck to you.
Thanks.
Charlie's got a gold watch. Don't seem like a whole lot after 30 years of driving up and down the interstate. But Charlie's had a good life, and Charlie's got a good wife. And after tonight, she'll no longer be counting the days. 18 wheels and a dozen roses, 10 more miles on his 4-day run, a few more songs from the all-night radio, then he'll spend the rest of his life with the one that he loves. They'll buy a Winnebago, set out to find America. They'll do a lot of catching up, a little at a time, with pieces of the old dream
All right, so I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. I have heard the 18 Wheels and a Dozen Roses line, but I have never heard this song. I probably heard it maybe as like a commercial, whereas like a great country hits, and then you hear the chorus 18 Wheels, but I hadn't heard any of the rest of that song. Now, what I will say is that it is definitely country. It has all the trappings of country. You hear the slide guitar, you hear like the little Spanish guitar or acoustic guitar, you hear that one bass, that boom, 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 which is almost to me like old school country. There was little notes in there that made it feel very lighthearted, even though it is a very lighthearted song. It's basically like, you know, like the description said, this guy's hanging it up. He's going home. He's got the roses for his wife. You know, now she can spend more time with him. He doesn't have to be on the road. It sounded to me like something I would have heard in the 70s, in the late 70s, you know, because we used to do a lot of driving around, and we would drive the all-night radio. That was one of the things that kept us sane. That and playing games and things like that kept us sane. And I would have been maybe about 7, 8, 9, you know, 10. 7, 8, 9, and 10 was when we did the most driving, because we went from California to Alaska, Alaska to New Mexico to Florida, back to New Mexico, and then, you know, we drove from New Mexico to Columbus, Ohio, and then I can't remember where we flew out of. But we did a lot of driving. You didn't have iPods or anything like, or CDs. You might have had an 8-track or a cassette tape in your car, but that was about it. And so that was at the time where I didn't categorize my music, because whatever was on the radio, we were jonesing to have just some type of music going on. Her voice is very, you know, non-assuming. It's a good voice. I would also say it almost sounds like something the Eagles would have done, or maybe even Linda Ronstadt would have done back in the day, because it had just that great, you know, kind of feel of country to it. But again, I think I've only heard lyrics of 18 Wheels and a Dozen Roses. I hadn't heard any of the other part of the song. So, I like it. It's old school. It sounds nice. You know, seeing her wearing the Elvis jacket was cool in the video, and then later on you're seeing her wearing the white jacket with the frills on it, the leather jacket. That was very indicative of the 80s and country, of wearing that type of jacket. Even dudes would wear that jacket. I believe I remember seeing Travis Tritt wearing like a black one, or like a dark brown one that had the same thing, and that's just one person. It was really popular among around that time frame. So, if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment.